Hi YouTube. I'm going to do a reading for a client now who's asked for some guidance on their work career. Okay, so hello, this is your reading and I'm starting off with a past issue with you, and this is regarding your work, as we've asked about work mainly you've asked for. So what I'm picking up is that with work in the past you've had to behave in a way to try and get what you want, and I don't think it doesn't feel like you was happy with doing what you was doing. It felt you was doing it just to get what you needed. And I don't think you was being the true you. You had to behave in a way just to get what you want, and this is regarding your work. So moving on to where you are now, you don't seem to be in you seem to be in a terrible place at the moment. Even the people close to you seem to be wrapping themselves around you, tying up into knots, as if so you don't know how to trust them, how to behave with these people around you, and you're just like, oh, stuck here. What do? I don't know which way do I turn, and you seem to be frozen. It's like, what am I going to do? So going further on into your reading, are you there's a sense I'm feeling you're sorry for what you've done. This is interesting. I'm getting from you that you're sorry for an action, and you're feeling sorry for what you've done, but in the same sense you're saying, well, that's who I am and I want to move on. So with the past, I felt you were someone, you felt the need to be someone that you wasn't. Right now you're not knowing who to trust, and you're frozen because you just don't know which way to turn. But I get there's something deep within you, like something that needs resolving, and it's like you want to say sorry, you want to be punished for what you've done, some acknowledgement of, but in the same context, I get you saying, well, that's me, that's who I am, and that's, so you're not sorry for being who you are, but you're sorry for what you've done. And that's what this is a strange combination I'm picking up from you, and I hope this is making sense. I'll try and recap on this at the end, as once I've got the final picture on things. So regarding your job, you're doing right by asking for advice, because what they're telling me you need to do, you need to rise up out of that. You just need to pull yourself away and get to where you feel comfortable. And you might be tempted to be drawn in with the with all the lovely stuff, what the initial sales pitch for a job sale, this is so wonderful. Don't fall for it, because it's not going to work for you with your career. It's just because it looks glamorous doesn't mean it's going to feel nice, and this is the message I get for you. So when you're choosing things, just because it has a glossy page or a great advert, it doesn't mean it's going to be the one to make you, the position to make you happy in your job. You need to find where you fit right. It might not look right, but it's where you're going to feel right, and it's going to be a less of a glamorous show where you will be better off. You need to rise up. I feel you need to rise up away from the glamour for you to feel more comfortable with your career path. So, how do I see things panning out for you? I get the boredom factor coming up with you, and sometimes when people become bored in their career, or when bored, even when they're generally bored, like sitting at a desk and you can start scribbling and writing, and you've got no need to actually write on that pad or that scrap bit of paper, you're just doing it out of just releasing an energy. And I feel something similar is going to be with you, where you get this boredom feeling, or you just want to do something just to break the monotony. And I feel you're going to there's going to be something, a release of the letting the cat out of the bag. And I feel you are going to release some kind of secret to say, oops, oh dear, I've let something out. And that's what I feel is going to come up with you regarding your employment. There's going to be a sense of boredom, and then, whoops, I've let something out of the bag. And I feel you're going to release something. This might be a secret on someone, but whatever it is, it's something that you know deep down inside you, and you're going to release that. And it's due to you being bored where you are. So the advice is for you, with your career path, is to move away from the glamour. There's something about the glamour that's pulling you down. It's not where you're going to fit in. Don't fall for that. So in the past, I feel you had to be someone or do something that you wasn't quite happy with, and right now you're in a very untrusting environment, not knowing who to trust and who to talk to, because I feel they can tangle you up in knots. So because of that, I feel you're just sort of frozen and not knowing what to do. There is a want for you to say, like, I'm sorry, I admit I've done wrong and I need to be punished for whatever I've done, but it's who I am, and I'm not going to apologise for who I am, so I'm quite willing to move on. And as you move on, they're telling you need to move on to some place where the glamour is not the place for you. You need to move away from the glamour to find something that's going to be right for you. Don't fall for the glossy image. It's not going to make, because the image looks happy doesn't mean it's going to be the job to make you happy. So steer away from that. I do feel we're going to get bored and so boom, and let something out of the bag, like a secret of releasing for the secret. Now I feel that's to come, but I don't get any major changes at the moment regarding your career path. So I hope I did manage to give you some guidance and clarity on your career path. Thank you very much for letting me read for you. Many thanks and many blessings.